What are you doing, Adriana?
I'm comparing the different collimators that we use in radiology.
Oh, I remember that from class. But I forgot what it does. Can you explain it to me?
Well, X-rays are divergent and cannot be focused to a point. To minimize the divergent rays, we use a collimator.
Oh, okay. But what does it look like? Where is it in an X-ray machine?
It's a lead diaphragm that is placed between the filter and the PID to restrict the beam size.
I remember now. Does it reduce secondary radiation and patient exposure and increase film quality?
Yeah, exactly. It also keeps the beam restricted and uses more parallel rays.
How can we explain the difference between the different kinds of collimators, like a round and a rectangular?
Here, I'll show you using a flashlight.
Okay, will the light mimic the X-ray beam, and we'll cut out circles on a rectangle from a piece of paper to show the different kinds of collimators. That sounds good?
Yep.
Alright, these are going to act as the collimators. This is a round one and a rectangular one. This is what the X-ray beam might look like when you don't use a collimator. The beam is divergent and it's not restricted at all. This is more harmful to the patient, and there's more areas being exposed.
Now this is a round collimator. The beam is usually 2.75 inches from the patient, and using a round collimator restricts the beam size.
A rectangular collimator is the safest for the patient. This type of collimator lines up with the size of the film, producing a clearer image. It also reduces the area exposed by 2/3 when compared to a round collimator.
Did you understand how the collimator affects the beam size with the flashlight?
Yes, but maybe we should actually expose using the collimators to get a better idea of how they work.
I'm exposing the films with D-speed film with 22 impulses and 70 kVp and 7 MAs. kVp will control the contrast of the films, and MA will control the density of the film. Now I'm exposing using the rectangular collimator. Now we're using the round collimator.
Now we're using no collimator. As you can see, there's nothing restricting the beam size. See on the other side?
Okay, these are our processed films. The diameter of the beam size when the rectangular collimator was used was 2.75 inches. This proves that the rectangular collimator restricts the beam size more than if the round collimator was used or if no collimator was used.
The diameter of the beam size when a round collimator was used was 3.4 inches. This proves that the round collimator restricts the beam size, yet not as much as the rectangular collimator does. As you can see, the films that were exposed with no collimator are very light and hard to see. The diameter was 3.6 inches, which is more than the results for both the round and the rectangular collimators. You can assume that since there is no collimator, this caused the central ray to diverge and produce scatter radiation. Scatter radiation can be very harmful to the patient as well as the dental professional. Therefore, rectangular collimators are proven to be the safest way to expose patients to radiation.
At one time, dental offices used pointed cones, but they are not safe. The primary beam collides with the plastic and produces scatter radiation. Not only is it harmful to the patient, but it's harmful to the dental professional too.
Guys!
You said blooper.
Wait, it's your turn.
Come on, I just hit the button.
Now we're using no collimator. I don't know what to say. Can you shut the door?
Can't. So now I'm going to put my PC blue light.
Wait, now we're exposing using the round collimator?
I'm already recording.
Okay, I didn't
What we're going
know.
to be using to demonstrate the different kinds of collimators. We cut out a rectangular collimator here, and then a round one here. We're going to show how the flashlight light goes through those